Hi everybody! With Epic fast approaching, I thought rather than clogging up your inboxes with Epic-related emails, I'd compile some information into some short video clips that I'm calling Epic Blasts. On this Epic Blast, learning how to speak the language of Epic. Over the next few months, we will be hearing a bunch of new terms, so here's the 411 on just a few. First off, hyperspace. Hyperspace is basically the user-facing side of the Epic system. It's where you can quickly access all the components of the program you will need. Within hyperspace lives a workspace. This is the general area where you'll be able to perform different tasks and activity. Hyperspace also has a toolbar. This is a quick access set of buttons that will be slightly different depending on your role and what you need to access within the patient's chart. You will also see activity tabs. These will allow you to perform tasks such as renewing new orders. The layout of all the sections within Hyperspace are the same throughout TOH, regardless of what module your clinical area might use. What do they mean by module? Epic is essentially a program that's made up of different apps. These apps are built to support different workflows specific to different clinical areas. And they also have some pretty witty nicknames. For example, ASAP is Emerge, Bones is Orthopedics, Cadence is Scheduling, Stork is Obstetrics, and Wisdom is Dental. And I have to say, I think that's my personal favorite. And we in oncology are Beacon, as in Beacon of Hope. Now that we've talked about some of the parts of Epic, I'll move on to some of the acronyms you might hear as we near go live. The first is LDA. LDA stands for Lines, Drains, and Airways. The LDA avatar is a drawing of a human figure where you will see symbols where your patient has lines, drains, and airways. It will also be able to show wounds, pressure ulcers, and burns. And here we have our avatar. The LDA avatar allows for two types of data entry called properties and assessments. Properties are things a clinician would only document once, like inserting a line. You can add an LDA by clicking the Add field in the top left corner. Assessments of lines, drains, and airways are easily documented using the avatar too. If I wanted to document about a line, drain, or airway, I would simply hover over the icon and select one of the options outlined here in red. This would bring me to a screen where I would be able to document my assessment of or removal of that line, drain, or airway. Finally, one last word about an acronym we already know, TOA. Going live with Epic is going to make transfers of accountability that much easier. The folks at Epic have created this handy comparison table to show how transfers of accountability will be much better with Epic. Currently, we're using paper documentation that is not always located at the front of the chart where it should be. With one click in Epic, there'll be no guessing where to locate it. Right now, we're using a very busy, small print paper document, and depending on who fills it out, it may or may not be easy to read. In Epic, it will always be clear, easy to follow, and legible. Right now, with transfers of accountability, patients are transferred between locations with the documentation being faxed prior to their arrival. This risks losing documents during that transfer. With Epic, there'll be no need to fax, and the patient transfer of accountability can be reviewed electronically before the patient arrives on the unit. Both the sending and the receiving RN can be in the patient chart on their own respective units to ensure a safe and efficient transfer of accountability. You'll be hearing lots about these and all of the other great features of Epic in your dual code modules as well as the in-class training. But if you want to hear more now, click the Project Fusion icon on your desktop, log in using the password Fusion, and explore. That's all for now, and thanks for watching this Epic Blast.